Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Put the bone up first.
She's gonna put you to work, just so you know.
You're so tiny.
Once you get hooked into her and she knows it, she's like, all right, we're buddies. Oh yeah, you have a new bestie now, Rue. Oh. It gets tricky, small space in the chair.
It's hard to hold.
Right. Well, I think this is her first bone that I've let her have.
Oh,
It has
yeah.
the cheese in it, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. We give our dogs every day they get a onesie.
Aww.
They love those. And I think they're good for their teeth because
Yes.
we've never had to have their teeth cleaned or
Or
anything.
done.
So.
I think that's how I got her, it's over here, but it's called a yak chew.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard of them?
No.
It's made out of yak cheese, and they're known for giving to like the big doodles.
Oh, wow.
Because it slowly dissolves, and it doesn't like, rawhides where it comes off. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
do that, so they chew it, and they're like really indestructible. So I'm like, huh, a little fun.
My last husky, when he was younger, everybody's like, oh, get him, what do they sell? Like deer bone, elk bones, things like that.
Yep.
So we were getting those, but I think they like broke down his teeth. I think he broke down from chewing on them.
Yep.
So we're like, nope, we get you those
Yeah.
bones, we get you.
There's some that I think are just too hard for them to
Yeah. And it's funny because like my other dogs, it's so gross, but they used to love tracheas. You can buy those trachea things. My other one, we gave her one, and I thought, oh, she's gonna love. She was like, yeah, I don't really care. So I'm like, well, I'm not buying that again.
She's like, I'm good on this one.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
Which is like, I'm surprised you don't like that. It's went nuts.
Well, it's interesting all the different stuff that they have for them.
Oh, you go in some of those stores and you're like, oh, yeah.
The different body parts. You're like, oh, I think it was the stylist behind me, Amy. She's talking about, I think it was a kidney or a liver.
Oh.
It was like dehydrated. And she gave it to her dog, and she was like, she brought it back. She just had a stomach that was letting everyone know that it had it.
Oh, yeah, like that.
Oh,
You need to hold in that. Do you like to hide your dog?
oh yeah. She likes hiding it in the couch.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, that's her go-to spot.
The first husky I ever got, it's been years and years ago, that we would get those little, I don't know if they still make them, but they were called bones. And they had like, they were fake bones, but they had like the little center and all this. So they were kind of
yeah.
and he used to, we'd give them to him in the house. And he'd like find a place to hide them.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'd lay in the middle of the room and he'd look at it. And he'd be like, no, that's not good enough. So he'd go move it. So, I mean, it became like half the time it was entertaining for us.
It was a
like,
game of where is it at?
more.
Yep.
He'd lay there and he's like, no, that's not right. And I'm sure in the backyard of my parents' house, he buried a million
several
of them.
That's too cute.
Silly boy, eat those.
What are you doing, baby girl? It's funny when it's funny but not funny. They probably hate me here when the garbage truck comes. Because I told you about how she like thinks she protects everyone from it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it'll come and she'll see it come over here and she'll just start barking.
Oh.
And then like when it leaves, she starts wagging her tail like
I chased it.
she chased it off.
Good for you.
I'm like, you are too cute for your own good, baby. And you have that in your mouth. Look at her.
He's holding it.
You went down, baby?
You went down?
Here we go. I'll get her on that. Here. There we go. Now we're comfy.
Oh, you matched the pillows.
I know. She matches the pillow in her bed.
That's too funny. She does look a little apricot.
Yeah, in her ears she has the apricot, and then like when you get her wet, she turns really apricot, and her roots are apricot.
Oh, cute.
So I'm like, I don't know if we shave her, if like it's gonna then grow in the different color with the apricot.
That's too cute.
But she matches. I pulled up pictures of her mom and dad today, and I was like, oh my gosh, she looks identical. Her mom has ears marked just like that.
Oh,
She's so cute. Are you gonna talk to us? You gonna talk? Because she hasn't been in here the last few times with me.
No, because I think it was snowing. You said she didn't
Yes.
know how to do the outside snow thing.
She does not like that. She's like my little princess with that. She's like, nope, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Can't go out there.
Nope.
You need a litter box.
I know. I used to have a litter box for, I had a Chihuahua.
Oh, how funny.
And I lived by myself in an apartment. And originally it started by accident because there was no dogs allowed. You could have cats there. And when I first got there, I was like, you know, they'll never see her. I'll just carry her out. And then one day I smell something in the bathroom. I open up the shower. She went in the bathtub.
Oh,
I was like, let's put a litter box in
yeah,
there.
really.
So I put a litter box in there, and she was litter trained.
That's great.
I was like, perfect. She's the same size as a cat.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not. That's great.
How was your guys' Easter?
It was nice. It was nice. We had the kids over to my mom like Friday, and we decorated eggs.
Nice.
And we got these things. We found these things a few years ago. They're like spinners and use pens, like markers, non-toxic, whatever, to decorate. And then so Jackson did a ton of them last year. This year he did probably 4 or 5 because he was too busy. They don't come to my house a lot because I think it's just easier that we go to their house.
All the stuff's there.
Yeah. So my house is, oh my gosh, what do you have? And we have like a Papa Shot in the garage. He can't quite do it because he's still too little.
Yeah.
But he's obsessed with basketball.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Still on it.
Yeah. And I think he's going through some kind of developmental thing this week because he's been a little off. Because normally he's like bouncing off the wall, you know, and he's at like 50%. And he's not sick. He's not getting sick.
No fever or anything?
No.
It might be a growth spurt for
That's
sure.
kind of what I'm wondering because I swear some days I look at him and I'm like, did you like grow 3 inches last night? So.
So how old is he going to be coming?
He's going to be 3. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like 3 to 4, it's almost like they're shedding their toddler baby faces.
Yeah.
Because I feel like one day you look at them and they're like, oh, they're not a baby anymore. They're a child.
Yeah.
Because those little cheekies go away.
We went to Disney on Ice Saturday, and he was so excited. He was walking in and he's talking to all the kids. And you know, not a lot of kids are friendly anymore.
No.
So nobody really talks to him. And there were some that when he was in line that were friendly and stuff like that.
Okay.
But, you know, for the most part, they just look at him like, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a hard time. He's like, oh, there's so many guys here. All the guys are here.
Oh my gosh.
And he and Reese did good for the first half. And when they did intermission, went downhill from there. It's like, I get why they have to do it. I'm sure the skaters need to rest. They have to do the ice.
Yeah.
Everybody gets up and moves around, and these two don't understand.
Concept of it's coming back.
Yeah, and we have to sit in our chair, and we can't go. I mean, he was just going to take off up the stairs, and I'm like, I can't do this.
My gosh.
You know, he's not real good about, listening yet.
You know, that's it was funny but not funny. So Harper's now doing swim.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm sitting in the bleachers and we're at the high school down the street. And I can tell it's grandma with the boy. And he has his sunglasses and he's handing them over and he goes, throw them away, grandma. And she's like, no, don't throw them away. He kept teasing her the entire time that he was going to throw away his glasses.
Yikes.
And he's just like running everywhere. And she's like, let's watch your sister. And he's like, nope. We had other stuff to get done.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
Oh,
and for Easter, my brother came. We went to Jen's house. We all did it there, brunch. And he dressed up like the Easter Bunny.
Oh.
And we weren't really sure if Jackson would hate it or love it or,
scared or love.
Yeah. He loved it.
Really?
He's like, they've got all these pictures of him looking out the window and he's so excited. He wanted to go out there and all this. And then my brother came back and they did pictures and stuff. And he never figured out he kept thinking he calls my husband Gumpa. So he thought it was Gumpa.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, no, Gumpa's right here. But Reese, on the other hand, he tried to do a picture with Reese.
She freaked out.
Oh, she was looking at him like, don't even.
Yeah, she's like, don't even touch me. See, that was me. Like the Easter Bunny and Santa and all that growing up scared the bejesus out of me.
Oh yeah, that's the way she was. She was just like, nope.
Not gonna happen. Like when they put me on Santa's lap, it was pictures of crying.
Oh no.
Because I was always like, I don't like Santa. I don't want to do this.
So that was pretty funny. He was so excited.
Wow.
But he's kind of going. He never really did the terrible 2s, but he's doing the 3s. It's like, oh my goodness.
Hitting hard.
Woke up yesterday from his nap just screaming. Nothing calmed him. He actually told me to leave his room and shut the door.
He did not.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
The drama.
Well, and it's like, the funny thing is they had to put a lock on the inside of his door because he gets out of bed and he can get up and do, he was going in the kitchen and helping himself to juice and doing all this.
He's living his best life while everyone's asleep.
Yeah. So they, have to keep him in there till they're ready for him.
Yeah.
And I guess they tried the light thing. I don't think that worked. Like, because he has a light in his room and try to change the colors.
Yep.
You can come out when it's this. But he's like, yeah, no, I'm just going out.
He's like, I'm ready to come out now, so I'm not going to wait for that light. Yeah, Harper had one of those. It was like on her clock. And it turned yellow to let her know it's about to be green. And then it turned green.
Yeah. And I don't know. No, it's not a big, he doesn't really like no. So
He's like,
pay attention to it.
Yep, he's like, that word is not in my vocabulary unless it's towards you.
Yeah. I can tell you no all day. Yeah. Me.
Oh my god. I love it.
He's such something else. And his poor sister, because he's not a sharer.
Yep.
And I mean, she'll have something in her hand, and he'll just kind of rip it out of her hand, and she gets mad enough that she shakes. So, and I keep saying, she is gonna.
He's in trouble.
Oh yeah.
He's in trouble. Once she's up and going.
Yeah, she's gonna let
She's
him
gonna
do it.
Because she's not as big and as strong and mobile as he is right now.
No.
Give her a minute.
Yeah.
She'll get there.
And I think you're right. I think she's a perfectionist.
Oh yeah.
Her doctor called her an observant learner.
Okay.
That she likes to see everything and figure it out. Because she can literally stand in the middle of a room on her own, and she can take steps, but she won't do it. So I think she's waiting until she knows she's not going to fall.
Yep, that's how I was with everything. So. Even talking, like I did not talk, and they thought something was wrong, and I didn't talk till I was 3.
Oh yeah, she's kind of the same way with that too. She's like, she'll say a few things real quiet. She'll say Paw Patrol and Bunny's Hop.
Little bits, but nothing.
And then
come on,
ask her to say something, she just laughs at you. She's like, no.
Oh my god. She's like, you're funny. I'm not gonna be in here. You gotta wait for that. Oh my gosh.
But, yeah, they're funny. It's funny because you forget how much fun kids have at Easter.
It's like the magic with them.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's all about. With Harper, oh my gosh. So it was like she kept about trying to like ruin Easter stuff because I was hiding it. And she comes in and she sees candy hiding in the top of my shelf. And she's like, what's that candy? I'm like, get out! And then I have her baskets hiding in the back of my car and we're going to swim. And I have a towel covering it. And we get in from swim and she's freezing. And she's like, I need another towel. She's like, Mom, there's a towel in the back of your car. She's like, I'm gonna grab it. I'm like, don't touch it! Can't have that one. Leave it alone. We're not touching any of these. And then I get home and I buy more candy for the baskets. And my husband's unloading everything and he goes, Harper, look at all the candy Mom got you. I'm like, are you kidding me? I look at him and he's like, oh. You just did that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Gotta love them.
Yeah. You guys had a nice Easter?
Yeah, I had to travel.
Oh yes, you weren't home, right?
Yeah, I mean I was home in the morning.
But
then I traveled. I left at 1. And then I think the downside to it is once I got to St. Louis, there was no food for me to order. Everything was shut. So I was like on this hunt to find food. Finally I did. I got Noodles and Company.
Oh wow.
They were the only thing that was open. I was like, alright, we'll take what we can get right now.
Yeah, really.
And then it was funny because then the next day I taught my Uber driver, he was the best. He was like, alright, you need to order Emo's Pizza. I'm like, girlfriend is hungry, so thank you. So I got like a fried ravioli, hot wings, this like thin crusted pizza. It was so good.
Oh, that sounds great. That's nice when you can, have someone that knows what's good.
Uber drivers, they're hit or miss. They're either like super friendly and they're gonna help you find everything you need, or they're just like cranky and quiet.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
My Uber driver to the airport yesterday, he was so funny. in his car he had all these signs posted like no vaping, but then he also had no cussing.
Oh.
No cussing allowed in his car. I was like, you're so cute. He's like this cute old man.
Oh, that's fun.
And he's just like wanting to have conversation and talk with you. It was so fun.
That's great. Yeah, sometimes it seems like a little sketch. You're like, ugh,
Yeah.
if I make it where I'm going.
Yep. I had one, I was in Chicago, and I was going to the airport, and he was just like angry at the world, it felt like.
Yikes.
And so he was like, you know, Uber takes 50% of everything that I make. I could have picked you up on my own and made X amount more. And I'm sitting in there and I'm like, can you just get to the airport?
Yeah, really. Please.
Oh.
Yeah, some of the ones we've had in LA, they're terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna look.
Mm-mm.
Just
No.
let me get there.
Yeah. It was like anytime I go into New York, I'm always like looking down on my phone and never looking. And so when I was out in New York this last time, my director was driving. And so like I actually got to like look and see stuff. I was like,
Oh, that's fun.
oh. And I'm like, New York drivers are crazy. She's like, yep.
I can't even imagine.
No, and they have like bumper protectors.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
And it's
crazy.
because when it gets bumper to bumper, they get crazy. I'm like, who would have thunk?
Yeah. I drove, my daughter, when she was in college, played a tournament out in like Thousand Oaks, California.
Mm-hmm.
So I flew out to watch her, so I rented a car by myself. And I'm like, I have no idea where
Yep,
I am.
you're just rolling with
I
it.
don't know where I'm going. And I ended up, because I thought, oh, surely the car will have like, you know,
Some
yeah, some
GPS.
kind of, yeah. Oh no, they had nothing. So I'm calling my son and I'm like, tell me where to go.
Oh my god,
So he's
panicking.
like, yeah. He's like giving me directions from his. It's like, oh my gosh. And I got there, but it's like, you have to drive so fast because they all
Yeah.
do. And if you don't,
You're gonna get run over.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly it.
I had a Prius, which I'd never driven a Prius. It
How
was
was
the best
it?
car for LA. I
Oh.
hardly used any gas, which was good
Yeah.
because gas is so expensive.
And you're
out there.
stop and go the whole time.
Yeah. And
Yep.
it was just like, okay. I think I had to put like, I don't know, $20 worth of gas in when I turned it in. And I'm like, this is perfect.
You're like, perfect.
So yeah. Yeah, if somebody went Prius there, they don't seem that bad. It was perfect for LA.
Well, it's like the traffic out there is just like when we were out there. I'm always like blown away by it, like how many people live there
Oh yeah.
and how that traffic is. It's mind-boggling.
I could not do it.
Mm-mm.
I'd be like, no, I'll work from home.
Yep, I'd lose my mind.
Because just getting, you think, oh, I think we made it. No.
Mm-mm. No.
And it's like you have to leave so early for the airport because you never know if you're going to make it.
Yes. Well, that's how it was out in New York. Like, my flight didn't leave until I think it was like 9.
Mm-hmm.
But I got in my Uber, I think at like 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
because I didn't want to get stuck in that morning New York traffic.
I bet that's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
So I was like, I'd rather leave early and have to sit there than be stressed out hoping I make my plane.
Yeah. Did you go to any shows?
No, one of these days I'm going to. I'm such like whenever I travel anywhere, I go just straight to my room. To my room. And I think it's just like a habit where I'm like, I just want to relax.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Quiet. But everyone's like, you need to get out. I'm like, okay, it's going to be a goal. So that's like when my director, when she's like, we're going to go get pizza. And like we got traditional like pizza. It was good. I'm like, okay, I need to start doing more of this. I'm going to double check. Ruby, she's chewing on something. It's a toy. You chewing on your toy, baby? Ruby, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you eating mannequin ads? That's what she's doing.
I know. So do you think the new products are really good?
Yes, I'm excited for them. It's gonna be good. And it's time. It makes it a little bit more exciting when products and stuff are coming out.
Oh, yeah. And are they, like, right now doing just a bunch of all the time?
Yeah, there's a lot of older products that are out.
Mm-hmm.
And then so it's kind of like, okay, let's see what's working, let's see what's not working, and just pinpoint that rather than having like 1,000,001 products
Oh,
out.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so just simplify it. Do you guys have any plans or anything coming up anytime soon?
Not really. I think we're going to try to go to the sand dunes sometime in May.
Okay.
We went last year in July. Never go in July. It's the worst mistake of my life.
Really hot?
Oh, it was so hot. It was so busy. And we went during the week. So
Okay.
Weekends are only, you can only imagine how much busier it
Oh
was.
my gosh.
Literally, we got out of our car and like every mosquito landed.
Oh.
It was so gross. And
Yeah.
so we brought stuff, but then we're like, well, should we? It was real chemically. So then we went to like the sporting goods store in town. We're like, okay, we're at the sand dunes.
Yeah.
So we didn't give us, but they gave us an idea for some natural stuff that seemed to work.
Yeah.
But we didn't feel bad that we were killing ourselves with.
Right.
But oh god, it was awful.
Well, I just saw recently they were talking about it on the news with how busy it's been getting there
Yeah.
and how they're going to try and like regulate something better.
They need to, I think, because like I said, it wasn't. We went during the week, so it wasn't too bad. But I've heard like you can wait hours to get in, and I'm like, I would wait hours to get. I'd be like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah, I can
Can't sit in this
imagine.
line.
No.
And then there's like one big parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's one road in and out. That's it. It's not like some parks where you have multiple entrances or whatever.
Right. To get you in and out, so it's just a waiting game
Yeah.
essentially.
And we went to the visitor center. The gift shop was so crowded. The line was so long. We were like, I'm not even going
It was a waste
there.
of time to try.
Yeah. And it's like some of the stuff you could read, some you couldn't.
Mm.
There were so many people.
Oh my
She's
god.
like, no, I can't do this. Are you coming back out?
You're out. She's got to stay on the ground. You're
Oh,
stuck on
okay.
the ground, girl.
Sorry, girlfriend.
You're stuck.
Sorry.
She's like, I'm up there. She loves, I don't know what it is, but when anybody has a root touch up on, she's fascinated with that color and she will like get in your lap and then like start licking.
Oh no.
I'm like, no,
Yeah,
girlfriend.
they can't be good for her.
She's like, ooh, I'm gonna color myself and give myself like a. She ended up with a brunette like goatee the other day.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing
Yeah,
that.
no, I can see that. So yeah, other than that, I think we're gonna try to do like Santa Fe Taos, but maybe in the fall
Okay.
when it's not hot.
Yeah, it's a little bit more
Maybe.
easier. Nice.
How about you guys?
Just I think work travel right now. We're trying to find something that my husband and I can do for like a nice little getaway, like a quick weekend sort of getaway. So we've been looking at different places. We want to go somewhere that like we have not been before. And so that's kind of challenging to find.
Oh, yeah.
I think we want to go find something like on the East Coast or something.
Oh, nice.
To go do. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Disney in December,
Mm-hmm.
and we took the babies.
Yep.
And I was afraid Jackson was gonna, because he was 2.
Yep.
So I thought he's gonna be a handful. No, he was really good. He sat, played on his computer, did all these things.
Yep.
On the way home, he threw up. But he didn't go in the car for very long without throwing
I
up.
think you've told me this before. Yeah, he gets like sight motion sickness.
Yeah. So, and so far he won't take like, children's drama pill or anything. So,
Yeah.
so that doesn't help. So,
It's waiting until he gets a little bit older.
yeah.
There's those motion sickness bracelets. Have you seen those?
He's tried those, and I don't know. I haven't seen him on him lately, so I don't know if they forgot or what. But yeah, I think I should go for those again.
Yeah. There's also, I saw one of my friends. You can get them on Amazon. It's like these glasses for motion sickness.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a cool idea.
So, and they're goofy looking, so he might get a kick out of them because it's like, it looks like you have glasses on each angle. Like you have circles on the side, circles on the front. And I don't know, I think it confuses like your depth perception,
Oh,
so it
that's good.
helps with like any motion sickness.
Yeah, and he's gotten better. I mean, he holds his bag. He does. He's pretty much self-sufficient with it. But
He's like, it's coming.
yeah,
I know
I
it's
just feel
coming.
so bad for him. He's like miserable.
Yeah.
And you never know, because sometimes he goes fairly far and does okay. Other times we barely go anywhere, and he's like
Hit or miss.
So, luckily his sister doesn't have to.
Right.
Because I would go nowhere with them.
Having
She had it.
2 of them like that, I couldn't imagine.
Anyway, he was good on the plane, and she was just a dear. And I got to hold her, so I'm like, oh, everybody hates me.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's when you get like all the looks from everybody.
Yeah.
It's like the death looks. You're like, I'm sorry, it's a child.
Yeah.
I always have so much empathy for when I see anyone holding a screaming child on an airplane. And I try to give them the eyes of like, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Because, man, people get very angry with children.
Oh, yeah. And I think, part of it, I think she can't sit still.
Oh,
And she doesn't understand.
Yeah.
And, she's like, why can't I walk her?
Yeah, she's
like, well, if I could let you crawl the thing, I would.
I would let you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was funny too, because she was actually like kind of flirting with guys.
I
What are you
love
doing?
it. That's
She'd
too.
like peek behind, and
Like
some
peekaboo
people
with them.
played with her, but
Yeah.
others are just like, no, I can't. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want her to play with you guys for a little while.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's a lot, but
Right. Learn your boundaries. Learn your boundaries young.
so hopefully she'll get older, and I don't know, maybe her ears were messed up too.
Oh, yeah. I think that was my biggest fear, flying, was like her ears.
Oh yeah.
And like if I knew she was getting over a cold and we were going to be taking a trip, I was always like, please, please, please do not pop and hurt her.
Oh yeah. That's the worst. Have you guys all been healthy?
Yeah, we've been doing good. So now that warm weather's coming, that usually means a little bit less cold and sickness. I'm like, I will take that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this year we all stayed pretty healthy, but gosh, it sounded like there was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I feel like when I did get sick this year, it was like bad. Like I got flu 2 times in a row.
That's crazy. I still don't know how you do that.
And it was the same flu. And I didn't think you could get, because there's flu A and flu B.
Mm-hmm.
And I got flu A both times. And the crazy thing too is they said that like flu A is the one that kicks you on your butt and you should be down.
Uh-huh.
I was still like doing mom stuff.
Oh wow.
I
That's amazing.
was like cleaning the house, doing everything. And since I had a fever, I wasn't coming in here. And then when I tested positive, I'm like, oh, that's why I got the chills and don't feel good.
Oh yeah. That's amazing. You can still do stuff.
All right. Well, and they were shocked too because Harper, she had flu A.
Uh-huh.
And when our pediatrician came in, she's like, we were taking bets in the back if she had A or B. And I was like, well, what does she have? They're like, she has A. We thought she'd have B. And I'm like, why? They're like, because usually with A, like the kid is like just zoned out and out of it.
Uh-huh.
And she wasn't like jumping around, but she was functional.
That's crazy.
I'm like, huh, who would have thought?
That's crazy. Did your husband have it too?
I think he did. He didn't go testing. My husband is one of those that like his immune system is top notch.
Oh nice.
Like for him, like he'll get a sickness from us, but maybe it's just like a cough.
Wow.
Yeah. I think he told me that he was that kid that would win awards at school for never missing school.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, he just has like an amazing immune system. And so if he actually gets sick from us, which I've seen probably a handful of times,
Mhm.
you know that we were probably really, really sick if he got sick from us.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, I was like the stroke kid in school.
Oh, same. Yeah. I almost got held back, I think it was first grade. Because I missed so much
yeah.
school. Yeah.
It's like you'd have it, you'd get off the medicine, and 2
Mhm.
days later you'd have
Be
it
right
again.
back.
Yeah.
And that's when I had, I think first grade, and my first sinus reconstructive surgery,
Oh my
tonsils
gosh.
removed, adenoids removed. And then I started to fear when I would see a red wagon.
Oh
because
yeah,
that's how they would take you back for
yeah,
surgery.
that's true. That's true.
And then I knew once that stinky mask came, I was like, oh, we're about to fall asleep.
This is bad.
Yep.
Yeah, my son, I didn't get my tonsils out until I was in my 20s, which
Whoa.
it was awful.
I
And
hear
then-
it's awful when you're older. Like,
Yeah, and I had so much scar tissue. I was like back in a week because I was
Yeah.
bleeding. And my son got his. Well, they did ear tubes. They did adenoids. Then they finally did tonsils. I think
Okay.
he was in probably kindergarten or first grade too. So
Yep.
he
That's
had
the
an easier
time.
time. But he would get sick all the time
That's
too.
how Harper was. And now that it was last spring break, she had her tonsils removed.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And her asthma's actually been better.
That's good.
And I'm like, was it just those tonsils were so inflamed that like, it was just, she was getting sick anytime anything came through, and then her asthma just like flared up. I'm like, that was the best thing we did. It was hard. She
Oh,
was
yeah.
hard to heal.
Oh.
because she's my little sensitive one. But we looked back, it was during spring break. I'm like, Harper, this time last year you were getting your tonsils done. She's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, no, you got it done.
Were tears really large too?
They were the largest the doctor's seen on that age.
That's crazy.
And he'd been practicing since 1979.
Wow.
And he was shocked that she didn't complain to us that like she had a hard time swallowing or anything like that, because they were pretty much like touching.
Oh my gosh, wow.
And then the big crazy thing that they told us, they're like, with how swollen she is, her voice is going to be a different voice than what you guys ever heard. And it was the craziest thing. I feel like I went from having like a smoker voice for her, and then she came out with like a cute little girl voice. I was like, so weird. And my husband, he made sure to like record her before going in.
Oh, that's smart.
So we had like her voice before going in, and then her voice coming out.
Does she think that's weird to hear?
Yeah, it was like a night and day difference.
Yeah, I bet.
Like you can tell it's her voice. It's like, you know, when boys go through puberty and it changes. That's exactly how it was.
Wow.
Yep. Ruby, what are you doing, baby? I'm almost done.
She's like, I'm watching everybody.
She's like, I need to go talk to everybody. The stylist next door, she brought her Pomeranian today.
Oh, cute.
So Ruby's like, are we buddies?
Yeah.
Are we buddies?
Hang?
Yeah. Because she saw the dog that got out of her studio and was running down the hall. And
Buddy.
he's like, oh, buddy.
How's your dad?
You know, he has his good days, bad days. I'm gonna surprise him with my sister Faith and Harper for his birthday, because his birthday's this month.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna head up to his house and stay the night. We're gonna bring little Miss Ruby so she can play with his dog.
Oh, cool.
And he keeps asking to see her too. So yeah, you know, he's still struggling with his diabetes and monitoring, and he doesn't say much of it. Like, I can just hear it in his voice when he has his good days or bad days. Because I call him, I would say every day after I get off work. It's like my routine to call him. And if I don't call him, I hear about it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, my dear. Can I grab you any water?
Water would be perfect.
Perfect. And then remember, you have your open balayage today. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
get up from the chair, you definitely can, but make sure to put the cape
Oh,
back
okay.
over the back so you don't smush it in there.
Okay.
And everything's feeling good?
Yeah, feels good.
Perfect.